The annual Build Maine conference brought hundreds of urban design specialists from across the country to Skowhegan this week.
It's a conference for people that are working on the built environment in their communities, so housing, transportation, infrastructure development.
This year's event specifically focused on parking.
Well, I think we're all riveted on parking as access, right? Everybody wants to have as much parking as possible and always be able to have the perfect parking spot for themselves.
But Speaker Henry Grabar says when towns prioritize parking, it can hurt overall development.
If you demolish one block of Main Street to create a giant parking lot, you've done away with a lot of the small town charm, the sort of agglomeration effect, the experience of walking down a sidewalk, finding multiple businesses. If you demolish too much of that to make space for parking, then how much better is it to visit the town than to just go to the mall?
Chris Marshall, who works as a developer for Green Mars Real Estate in Portland, says the speakers highlighted several issues he had not thought about, but will consider moving forward with future projects.
And there's obviously policy changes coming down the line, and we have to factor that into what ultimately is a 2 to 3 year pipeline of housing. So when we're planning a project that won't come to fruition for another 3 years, we have to think about, do we need fewer parking spots 3 years from now? Things like autonomous taxis, things like investment in mass transit, those are all going to impact how many parking spots we need to have on our housing projects.
For more information, go to buildmaine.com. In Skowhegan, I'm Alex Schley for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.